So you live with your mum,
Yes.
and do you ever get to see your dad, do you?
My dad, Ricky.
Ricky, do you ever get to see him?
Every 2 Saturdays, but actually, in fact, he lies to my mum, and he says that he just sees us every 2 Saturdays.
And do you see him every 2 Saturdays?
Orders.
Okay.
So
do you see him every 2 Saturdays?
No, and we see him every single day.
Every single day, and how do you do that?
School, he comes to our school.
Oh, does he? And what does he do at the school?
He does sex to us. He kills babies there.
Right.
We eat babies. We drink their blood.
Okay.
Because this is how we do it. So like on Wednesdays is the most special, busiest day, special day.
Okay. We'll take it little bit by little bit. So you say your dad comes to your school every day.
Yes.
What does that mean? He comes to your school every day.
So that means he comes like whenever we have school on Saturdays. He comes and sees us there.
Whereabouts does he come and see you?
My school, Christchurch Primary School.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's the area we live next to Christchurch Primary School.
Yeah.
Because we live in 5 Patterson Road, and then after he comes to our school.
Okay. So who drops you off at school in the morning?
My mum.
So you get dropped off at school.
Yes.
When you get dropped off at school, what do you do then?
So then they check if the coast is clear, if my mum's not there or anything around the area.
Okay.
So they go, Mr. Morris, the caretaker.
Yeah.
He goes around the school areas and checks if my mum is there or anything, like if the coast is clear.
Right.
And after they call my dad and say that everything's alright, my mum is not there, it's all clear.
How do you know that?
Because they got the number of my dad.
And how do you know that?
Because I heard them talking to my dad. And it was exactly my own dad's voice. Exactly.
So where were you when you heard this caretaker speaking to you?
Staff room.
Why were you in the staff room?
Because that's where they do sex to me. There.
So you've got to school. Right,
Yes.
You've got to school. How did you get to school?
So we just go and buy a car though.
So you go by car
Yes.
with your mum.
Yes.
Get to the school.
Yes.
So you get out of the car.
Yes.
And where do you go first of all?
So this is where we park, and there's this little path. You go upstairs, and then there's a little path, and then here's our school.
Yes.
So then you just walk in, but that's where the infants are. But you have to go further along, and that's where the junior, because I'm in junior. So then when you go in the junior, there's downstairs, and then there's a big playground, and then there's this office and the whole school there.
So you go into the school in the infants part,
Yes.
and you walk round to the primary
Yes, so
part.
then at the front, when you just come in the room,
Okay.
there's an office just at the front. There's a door going in the hallway where we do assembly,
Yeah.
and on the left, you go in, and there's the head mistress office there,
Okay.
and then the staff toilet, and it's just this like where the teachers go and do the typing and work.
Yeah.
And there's upstairs there's year 4 and year 5.
Yeah.
And after, just like I'm in year 4, so in year 4 there's just there, and then year 5 is there on that side,
Okay.
and the staff room is just at the front of us. So
Okay.
just walk in the staff room, and then there's this kitchen, and then there's a sofa, and that's where we do sex.
So why do you go in there first of all? Why don't you just go to class?
Like, we go to class sometimes too, yes.
Right. So
We go to class
Okay.
sometimes, yes.
Okay. So you go to class.
Yes.
Okay. And then what happens when you get
And
to
then
class?
they got this, in my classroom, they got this little door at the back, right at the back
Yeah.
of the classroom. They got a little door, and it's just a little tiny little room. It's all stuffed with sweets, prizes, especially to pay the children with sweets to do sex to them.
Right.
Yeah, so they give sweets as much as they like.
Yeah.
So they give sweets so till they're like full, they're done. So because while they eat the sweets, they do sex to them. So they pay them sweets, and then after they do what they want them to do.
Okay.
Because the children.
Who? What children? What children?
So there's children from our school, 200 children in our
Yes.
school, but it's not like all.
Okay.
There's 20
What
special
ones? Tell
children.
me. Who are these 20 special
There's
children?
Millie, she's a brown girl.
Millie who?
Millie Cowell.
Millie Cow.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you know she's one of the 20 special children?
Because I know because she comes and they do sex to her, mostly.
Who's they? Who's they?
The teachers, the parents, the staff.
Every single teacher or specific teachers?
No, the whole school does it. The whole school, and we got our own church
Yeah.
too. So because they do that, because after as I said, we kill babies, we drink their blood, we eat them.
Okay.
But then after so the social services who are in it,
Yeah.
they go to families, So the families can't afford, so they get a baby but they can't look after it or anything. They can't buy food or they can't buy clothes. They can't look after it. So the families who sell their children.
Yeah.
So the social services get them. They say they get them to a foster home, but they don't. They get the babies or the children, and then they get Miss Marden.
Yeah.
Our nurse in our school, she injects the child or baby in the net just here though.
Right. Okay. And how do you know that?
Because I saw her doing it.
How did you see her doing it?
Because I saw her in the staff room. She was getting this. So she got this injection, and she done. So the baby was there. It was just sitting on the table,
Right.
and I was just laughing there. And after she just injected her, and it was it was slowly went to sleep. But not just like a thud, not like just fell straight away. Because it looked like it was slowly moving down like that.
Right.
Yes, so then after
So his baby's gone to sleep.
yes,
what
and then
happened?
after they get put on this bit, they get the baby to hang it upside down.
And how's that hanging
yes,
upside
with
down?
the string
From where?
on the wall, because there's this little like is a screw, and they put a string, it's like a circle string,
Yeah.
tie it to the legs, hang it upside down, and then they get the knife they use for cutting the baby's head off. So you know this big ones, like this big Chinese ones,
Yeah.
which you chop up coconuts and stuff.
Right.
Yes, they get cleavers, aren't they? No,
Okay.
I don't know what they're called.
You've described it well enough.
Yes.
Fine.
So then because our dad, he forces me and Gabriel to do it. But because we can't, we're not strong enough to cut the baby's head off, he does us to hold the knife, and he puts his hand at the top of our hand, and he helps us to cut the baby's head off. Because he's learning, he's teaching me and Gabriel, so when we're older, to do it to our own children and do this kind of stuff to our own children.
Where is it this that happens?
The church, the kitchen in our church.
The kitchen in the church.
Yes, they
okay.
got.
So, right, this string. Tell me about this string.
So it's just like, it's not just a thin normal string. It's a bit thick. It's like maybe that thick.
Okay.
And they tie around
Okay.
like in a circle.
Right.
Hang it up on
Where do they tie it to on the baby?
So it's like on legs. So they put the legs
Right.
together, tie it on,
Yeah.
and so it's like one string around and then one string attached,
Yeah.
and it's hanging upside down. They get the knife, but they don't just cut it off absolutely. It's still on. So it's like the head off, but it's still hanging on.
So okay.
Yes, and then there's a big white bowl on
Yeah.
the floor, and then the blood drips in, and then we pour it in a big silver goblet.
Okay, so where's this white bowl? Where did they get the white bowl from?
They bought the big white bowl
From where?
from there's an any shop, any white
And where did they get the bowl? Where did they get the bowl from this time?
any shop like this. So
But you obviously didn't see them get the bowl.
no, I don't know what shop, but I think they went to this what is it?
Okay.
So you have to open, and there's this white bowl and a silver goblet. The two things that we use, the plates that we used to eat the baby on, Yes. So and they tell me and Gabriel, but who actually killed the babies was my father. He kills the babies.
Okay. So the baby's hanging up. And
Yes.
you say, how do they hang it up? What do they use? You've got the string on
Yes.
the leg.
Yes.
And then what's it attached to?
No. It's got a screwdriver on the wall.
There's a screwdriver
Yes.
on the wall. Whereabouts
They
on
hang-
the wall?
It's just like a wall. It's not like the same like this room. The door is actually there. That's the kitchen where we actually do that's the usual kitchen where we usually like.
So you go in, go
Yes.
through the door. So
Yes.
where's this screw on the wall?
So it's just like the door. Pretend the door is just there.
Yeah.
It's another kitchen there.
Yeah.
This is the kitchen that we usually use.
Yeah. So how do I know that's a different kitchen? What's different about this kitchen? Where
Because
is
this is just a different shape and it looks different.
Whereabouts is this kitchen in?
In our school.
Whereabouts in school?
So it's just like this school, just this normal kitchen school. The kitchen. That's
Kitchen.
yes, where they make the school dinners.
So, right, the school canteen
Yes.
kitchen. Okay, so it's in
Yes.
there. So you go in the door.
Yes.
Where's the screw on the wall?
So it's just like that. It's just like this. So here's the door when
Yeah.
you come in, and there's this little screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Well,
Screwdriver.
it's not a screwdriver. A screw.
Right, a screw.
Yes, it's in the wall,
Right.
but it got a space on.
Yeah.
So you have to hang the string on.
Yeah.
But you make sure it's still it's like secure.
Yeah.
So they put because Mr. Morris he works hard. He works with hammers. He works that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah. So he gets this screw in the wall, and then after he hangs it up, he hangs the baby up.
Right. Okay.
And Papa and me,
Yeah.
either me or Gabriel hold on to the knife, but he actually kills the baby because he puts his hand on our hand.
Okay.
So then he says to swing and then just chop off the baby's head off, but like stop straight away, like maybe so like once, so you go like this one, and then
Yeah.
just leave a bit of space so it's still on the head. But it's just the blood is dripping in the bowl though. That's how we drain out the blood.
Okay. So you do that. Blood's dripping. Does blood not go like everywhere? Or not?
No. We don't make that. We go like this. Like we don't just go like smash like that. We go like this. One like not so speedy.
Yeah.
Just like medium speed. So you just go like that fast,
Okay.
like that, and we make sure it's not like blood spilled everywhere because we make sure that everything is clean, as much as clean as they can do it, because they clean it after that too.
Okay.
So if there's
cleaned up.
blood is on the floor or something, like that, they wipe it off.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So the blood's in the bowl.
yes,
what
and then
happens
we
to the
put,
blood?
and then after we pour it in the silver goblet. and
Where do they get this silver goblet from?
I don't know what shop.
No,
and-
but like where
Yes, it's with the white bowl in the same cupboard.
in the same cupboard,
Yes.
this wooden cupboard. And
Yes.
That's not in this kitchen with the hanging on screws. It's in a different kitchen. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
because they get the bowl from the other kitchen to
Got
that
it.
kitchen.
Understood. So where are all the people that work in the canteen then when this is happening?
I don't understand.
Well, there's obviously, if it's a kitchen
Yes.
to make, I assume, is it to make all the children's lunches?
Yes, but
Where are
instead
those
of
people?
making the children lunches, they give baby to the children.
They give baby to the children.
Yes, so they give like if they say there's spaghetti bolognese that day, they put a bit of baby meat in all the time
And how do they make baby meat to use spaghetti
because
bolognese?
they
I don't
get
understand.
because they cut the baby. Mrs. Forsyth,
Yeah.
the headmistress, she cuts the baby.
And what about all the bones and that?
Yes, they keep the bones,
Where,
but they
where
after.
do they go?
No, I know, but the bones they don't just like keep them. They make stuff out of them. So they
Right.
make like statues of the
Where are all
church.
these statues?
Yes, because they got carving, like there's people carving people. They work near Swiss Cottage, somewhere there. That's where they work in a carving shop. and it's just, and then they tell that there's a man called Felix there, and then he makes this, like, he makes statues of churches, he makes that kind of stuff. Like, so he makes.
Sorry. Can you be quiet, please? We're just doing an interview.